How you doing, guys? Big Mate Dan School here again today, back once again with another episode of Terrain on Tuesday. So, today's video, I just want to give you an update on my entry for IDICBeer 40K's Terrain Bridge Challenge. You can see something here. What is that? What is that? It's a pyramid. It's a pyramid. So, I've got the pyramid there, and then I've got the bridge here. I'll go handheld now, so you can get a closer look. Just before we do that though, I wanted to show you a brief part of the process in building it. So you can see the bottom there, there's a bit of MDF in there, and then the back and the side both have MDF on. And then I built it up with laser polystyrene foam and cut them into the shape that I wanted. Okay guys, so as you can see here in front of you, I've got the bridge. I've just put some minis on there just so you can see, get an idea of the scale of the bridge. If we come across from this side here, initially I was going to build two of the pyramids. If I can get this gimbal to work right. Yeah, so I was going to build two of these, one on this side and one on the other side. But running short on time now, it's about 2 weeks away from the end of the IDICBeer's Terrain Square competition. So the main focus now is going to be the bridge. And that's going to be basically what I'm going to get finished, plus some steps at this end. I've got some plans here for the steps. If we just pan down there. Yeah, so you can see the plans. I'm going to come out about 80 mil and drop down whatever distance that is, about 50 mil, I think. I'm thinking about putting like twice that number of steps in, but I just want it so the models can stand on it, so it's not too so the models don't fall over, basically. So I'm going to have the steps coming down here and then onto a bit of a landing here at about this level. I can get the angle there. Yeah, so it's going to come down to about here. There's going to be a landing about this level, and then it's the width of the steps are going to be about the same as this, and they'll end about somewhere like here where my finger is. So they'll have just like a nice ending like that. And yeah, let's go back over here. So the bridge, as you can see, it's pretty plain at the minute. I'm going to carve some like sandstone block sort of details into it. I might put some kind of a rim on top. I'm not entirely sure yet. I was thinking here in these dead spaces. This is old like builder's foam. I got hold of it from work. But these dead spaces here, I might put like a scarab or a thousand sun symbol on there with just a bit of foam board, which is this, just like a 5mm foam board. Just a square there, and then carve the scarab or thousand sun symbol into it, just to cover up this bit here. Although that, of course, could be battle damage because of the theme of the board, really. It works quite well. So moving on to the pyramid now. The pyramid needs cladding in foam board. I've got a fair bit of foam board, and I'm going to do a similar thing to what I'll do with the bridge. So I'll carve like oblong, rectangular, sandstone sort of block shapes into it. All these bits here, there's like a gap here. There's a gap here. They'll all be filled. All those gaps there. The only gaps that won't be filled are these gaps here, because these gaps are going to be like a doorway halfway up the pyramid, and just to create a bit of a more interesting look than just a plain pyramid. The initial plan with the bridge was to have it on this level where Ahriman stood. So on this level here and going into the doorway, and then it will connect to the other pyramid on this side, and then just like a bridge between the two pyramids. What I'm going to do, I'm not going to attach the steps at this end, so the steps are just going to be a separate piece, so I can attach them if I want to have the pyramid at this level. But then if I want to move it up to this second level here, the second story there, then that'll be doable still. I've just cut the angle there. It's at the correct angle, and I put these blocks in here for the time being. But what I'll probably do is glue that onto another bit of this blue foam, and then come down out here somewhere with the steps, something along those lines. Just another thing as well. I wanted the pyramid to be playable. I was toying with the idea of putting this is just an old ruin that I think you got with one of the Lord of the Rings box games. I got it years ago. I was toying with the idea of putting a wall around the edge of each level, but the problem with that is you wouldn't be able to fit on a 40mm base, so it makes it less playable. Now, you could fit on a 40mm base, but you'd have to sort of put them at a dodgy angle like that, which I don't fancy doing myself. I'd rather just have an angle like this. So, yeah, in order to maximise playability, I want all infantry to be able to get up the sides of the pyramid. So I probably won't be putting that wall on the edge there like that. I could do, but it just it limits playability a little bit. And yeah, just to give you a better idea of the size of the pyramid, I'll take a few steps back. And there we go. That's the pyramid and the bridge in all its glory. So this table I've got here is almost 4 feet from this end to this end. It's just a standard IKEA table. It's an inch shy of 4 feet. So with another pyramid over this side, it will come to like here, and then that bridge will just lift up to the level there in between. But that's a project for another time now. I've got to get this one finished. Like I said, I've got about 2 weeks to get it finished. Typically what I do with competitions and challenges like this is leave it till the last minute. Yeah, so I'll leave it there, guys, I think. I'll just zoom in, give you a quick pan-in view of what it looks like to be a space wolf trying to get into this Thousand Suns pyramid. There we go, there's our man. Thanks very much for watching, guys, and I will see you on the battlefield.